Hello everyone, welcome back to Nomifactory. Last time we started out by making Enderium, and this needed Krypton, in which we got from Ender Air distillation, and we used this Enderium to grow crystal chips. Well, the first one. Instead of Enderium, we started to use sludge, and that did need a sterile clean room, so we have one now. And now we're duping them with the fluid, for crystal CPUs. And we also made the new bulls, Naquadah doped. This means we could make ASOCs, so we have access to this recipe now, for the very cheapest H3. So as you might have saw, there's a couple of changes. I expanded the clean room. It's 9 by 9 by 8 internal. This means we have room for EV, and IV, and LUV, and I've since overclocked crystal chips to LUV, so we get one every 75 seconds, so not as terrible. And some of these needed LUV pumps, I think for the autoclave, and if you remember, that needed silicon rubber, which we did not have, but now we do. It was actually rather easy. 4 LCRs, it's right here. It's polydimethylsiloxane plus sulfur, and this is just water, and dimethylchlorosilane, which is silicon, and chloromethane, which is methanol and hydrochloric acid. So rather easy, honestly. We've got 4 stacks over here. And I also made this for sodium potassium. It's used for energy hatches, and I was making those manually this entire time, but not anymore. We can finally autocraft them. It's so nice. I don't know how I didn't set up that before, but oh well. Anyway, in today's episode, I want to do a few things over here, and push for fusion. Probably not this episode, but I'll try to get closer to it. So it looks like we need Enriched Naquadah, which you can either burn the dust, that we already have, or you can do Naquadah processing, which I kind of want to do, because you get extra Trinium, and also Naquadah. So I'd like to set up that. Yeah, you get these 3. So we're going to need fluoroantimonic acid, which is apparently the strongest acid there is, antimony fluoride, and hydrofluoric acid. And this is antimony trioxide, hydrofluoric acid. Okay. Now I don't know if there's any point automating this. I think it's a loop, and the only use for the acid is Naquadah processing. So if it's a loop, it's fine. So Naquadah plus the acid, titanium trifluoride, blast furnace, titanium, and some of the hydrofluoric acid back. 3. We're going to need 4 back. Also plus 3 for the dust, because this is 8 and it uses 4. So we're going to need 7 back in total. So we got 3, so we're going to need 4 more back. And I assume we get them from these 2. Oh, you get the dust back. And you get fluorine back. 250. And then extra. Okay, this is complicated. You also get 2 back here. Okay, so we don't have to care about this. We get all 4 back in this step and this step. So we just need 4 hydrofluoric acid back. I might not care about that. It's just hydrogen and fluorine. We have loads of these too, so I don't care. So where are we going to do this? IV? LUV? It is an LUV recipe, but we can just use 2 IV to achieve that. Everything else is EV, or HV. Yeah, I think I'll do IV, since this is the only LUV step. So we can put it in this chunk, maybe in the next one, if it's long enough. Okay, so first we need the acid. We might as well do an LCR, right here. And another one for this step. But first I need to batch this, antimony trifluoride. We don't need to passive it, since it is going to loop, completely. I'll make a stack. How does that sound? So antimony, and oxygen. A bit more than that, I suppose. There we go. And this with a bit of hydrofluoric acid gives us the dust that we want. There we go, a full stack of antimony trifluoride. And this plus hydrofluoric acid should make what we want. And this should immediately go into the next one, for the start of Naquadah processing. So I'll do this one at IV, and this one at LUV, so 3 hatches. We can actually make these now. So Emmy input bus, requesting the dust, and Emmy hatch, requesting hydrofluoric acid, and plug them in, and now 2 hatches, for the 2 outputs, hydrogen, and fluoroantimonic acid. Yippee. Oh wait, I just voided it all. I'll make more of this then. Oops. There we go. That was funny. Now it's working properly. Good. This can be passed over to the next one. And this goes in a tank, the hydrogen. There we go. Now we just need a bus for Naquadah, and output stuff for these three. Okay, so I went ahead and set this other one up. So we now have impure enriched Naquadah solution and impure Naquadah solution. We can process these two further. I did have to add a level emitter. I don't want it to use all the Naquadah, so I've got it set to a stack at the moment, so we always have a little bit. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, obviously I don't want to use all of it, because we need the normal version in the blast furnace. But we also need these two, Naquadah and enriched Naquadah. So I guess this kind of works, but it's still a bit weird. I might set it to like 512. Just so we have a little bit more backlog. And I'll send a few more tier 5s. 4. More plutonium, and that's it. Okay. We have loads of plutonium, by the way. 16k, and it's 1-to-1 with these, I think. No, 1-to-2. Okay, we have infinite basically. So send tier 5b. 4. Cool. I hope that doesn't break anything. And looks like we're about to finish. It's been like 5 minutes, so honestly not that bad. The double plates are way better this time round. There we go. Everything's here. Tier 5. Nice. And now they're being sent for 3 stacks of Naquadah. Times 4. So that's a ton. Like over 1,000, probably. So once we have 512, this should turn on again. Also, by the way, we do get titanium, but like a weird version. And the only way to get titanium is to blast furnace. I really can't be bothered. I guess you get the acid back, but I don't really care. We have so much titanium, so I don't really mind not processing it. I probably will process the other stuff though. There's a lot of stuff you can get. Titanium, sulfur, indium, that's good. Phosphorus, kind of good. Barium, and gallium. Honestly not that important, except maybe indium. But we do get trinium, and Naquadah. Those are the important ones. It should turn on any minute now. There we go. Perfect. So we want to process these two, and it's actually rather simple. We just centrifuge for some stuff, then mixer with sulfuric acid, centrifuge again for the main output, which you can blast into the ingot of enriched Naquadah and Naquadah. And you also get waste, which you can distill for more stuff, and this can go back in to be processed further. And it's the same thing for both of these. Centrifuge, mixer, centrifuge. Distillation tower, times 2. So let's do the single block machine first. 4 centrifuges and 2 mixers. We'll do everything IV. Let's do this one first. Enriched Naquadah. So centrifuge. Input the liquid. And request it. There we go. That was easy. And this gives us the dust back. And trinium. Another weird form that we have to blast furnace. But that should be easy. We will just store it for now. And this has to make its way into the system. Somehow. We can just have another draw. That's fine. It'll immediately get requested. There it goes. Brilliant. So now we have enriched Naquadah solution. We mix it with sulfuric acid. Easy. We just input via filter. There we go. And immediately centrifuge again. And now we have enriched Naquadah sulfate, which we can blast furnace, or enriched Naquadah. This one's not that useful, since we already have this from ore processing, quite a lot of it, but again we'll store it anyway. And as for these two, tanks, I suppose. I think fluorine will go here, and we'll share it with the other one, and this one can be for the green, the waste. There we go. And now we'll do the same thing, but the other way, so we can share this tank. So super tank, centrifuge, centrifuge, mixer. This time we do the Naquadah. There we go. How is sulfuric acid? I completely forgot. Is our production good, or not? We have so much. Never mind. I don't know where from. Okay, so from this we get indium, and phosphorus, as this dust, and also antimony trioxide, as well, which we do need to loop back. So extract on brown. There we go. It's using that draw, by the way. I could center it. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be cool. Yeah, much better. Okay, so we have indium phosphide. This can be... I'll do that later. I'll just store it for now. And the liquid goes to the mixer. And mixed with sulfuric acid. Just like the other one. And now centrifuge. Yay. Naquadah sulfate. Amazing. This is the best way to get Naquadah, I think. Because this is the other way. Look at this. I'm not doing that. That's awful. Same thing with Enriched. It's just not worth it. This processing line isn't even that hard. It's just like 6 machines. And 2 LCRs. And I guess distillation towers. I'll do those in a bit. Yay. Naquadah. And also some waste. Those go in these 2. There we go. And finally 3 storage buses. For these 3. The middle one for fluorine. On low priority. We want it to be looped around. Yeah, there we go. It's being used. Okay, so now it's distillation time. For the 2 waste liquids. I could wall share, but I don't think I will. I don't want to. One will go here. And one here. Also a storage bus on the hydrogen would be good. So it's looped back round to hydrofluoric acid. I'm not really sure how our hydrogen's doing. Extract only. -1 million priority. It's not even being used. Okay, we might have 1 billion then. I think we'll input on this side. For both. And then output here and here. And we really don't have to be fast at all. But this is IV, so we might as well just do IV. I can't really be bothered with transformers or anything. So 2 IV. 1 each. And 2 distillation towers. We should be able to get sulfuric acid back. Quite a lot of it. Maybe it loops completely. I don't really know. Plus some gallium and barium. And more liquids. Though we should be able to filter back into these machines. So that should be amazing. There we go. Very stubby little things, these ones. Only 4 tall. We're using EMI hatches for the inputs. Outputs are just normal hatches, and we'll put some tanks on them. So left one I'll do Enriched. And right one Naquadah. There we go. Lovely jubbly. 2 drawers for barium. Well, barium sulfide. We still have to process it. And gallium. Awesome. And now we have some tanks. For sulfuric acid. And enriched Naquadah solution. And Naquadah solution. Same thing on this side. Storage buses for everyone. I might void the sulfuric acid. Just in case. Although I imagine we'll use it. At low priority. The other 2 are fine. Just to store. Okay. Cool. Where do these come back in? It's not impure. So it's not these 2. The mixer step. Ah. Okay. So we just request them over here. And input via filter. To here and here. I think that works. Yay. This is awesome. Although kind of slow. This step is the slowest. 2 buckets of each. Per 30 seconds. But it's quite a lot of these 2. I must say. 700. And this is about 6 to 1 with both. So we have over 100 of each. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we should probably think about processing these. Naquadah, enriched Naquadah sulfate, and Trinium sulfate. Although not this one. Quite yet. It needs Trinium coils. I'm pretty sure. Yes. So we'll just do these 2. Enriched Naquadah and Trinium. I might try filter both of these. Because it should work. They both become Trinium. This we get from the microminer. Also this. As a byproduct. And also from here. I will just burn both of them. It's probably fine. Same thing with enriched Naquadah. There's 2 types. Might as well do both. So I think both of these are LUV, with Naquadah coils. Oh, this one's IV. Enriched Naquadah. Okay. So both of these will be in this chunk. So I'm gonna add another layer. Behind this. Because I keep running out of space. So I think it's a good idea. There we go. a whole lot more space. So we're going to need 2 more. Right here, at double IV, or LEV. And we're going to need double Naquadah coils. So 26 of them. Okay, so this might be a bit weird, since we're doing both recipes in one EBF. I will do Trinium first. So Trinium sulfide plus zinc should be easy enough, just like that, and request them. You do get the zinc back, by the way. You just need to electrolyze, so I might just filter it in this electrolyzer. If it's not already, it honestly might be. Maybe not. This is like the only place you get it. So filter in the subnet and filter the stocking input bus. There we go. Easy as that. And we also request just the dust, Trinium dust, and add it to this as well. This doesn't actually produce any liquids, so that's nice. I can replace the hatch. But we are going to need argon, or the fast way, and circuit 2, and that should work already. Now it's time for Enriched Naquadah, which is a bit more annoying. Liquids, for some reason. So same as before, filtering this one, also the dust, and request them. There we go, circuit 2. And we also need to supply hydrogen. I can do that here, I guess. And it should produce sulfuric acid. This can go in a super tank with a storage bus, so it's looped back round. Okay, this should just work now. We're just waiting for the coils. They might be done already. No. Oh, they're finishing right now. What are the chances? Yay. I'm not sure which one it prioritizes. I guess we'll see. So Trinium. Might as well burn it all. Okay, good. It does the faster one. That's nice to see. Same thing with Enriched Naquadah. Might as well do it all. Structure incomplete. What did I miss? Is it the multiple input hatches? It might be. How about I just combine them? There we go. We can do that with a quad. And request hydrogen. There we go. So does it do the faster one? No, it's not. I think it's because it started with that. And now it does the same one. Over and over. But if I make it do the better one. There we go. And now switch it to circuit 2. Does it stay on that one? Yay. Great. And we're getting sulfuric acid. We do need this quest though. Or Naquadah processing. Go back in there. And now I should be able to get the quest for these two. Also don't forget the chunk load. Almost forgot. So Trinium. Very nice colour. And Enriched Naquadah. Yay. Huzzah! And look at this. We've actually unlocked the quest. For fusion. Ooh. I really want this. But there's like a lot of stuff that we've not done yet. But I suppose we can try. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that we need to do. Look at the casing as well. It's fine. We can do this. I'm sure. But I'm going to bed. Maybe fusion. Tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so I've been AFK for a little bit whilst editing. And we have about 300 Trinium and 900 Enriched Naquadah. Both of them are onto the slow dust. Yeah. So they've run through these two already. Okay, so with the objective of fusion, let's see how far away we are. There is a few problems. Plutonium 241. We don't have this one. We have 242. And there's no way to get it into this version. So I think the best way is another reactor. LEU 235, which is uranium, 235 and 238. We can do that, so it's fine. More problems, osmiridium. But we should be able to make that with osmium and iridium. Third problem, IV superconductor for the field generators. Samarium iron arsenic oxide. Okay, that seems fine. The problem is arsenic. We have hardly any. Railgar or cobaltite. I think Railgar's the best. 2 for 1 instead of 3 to 1. We should get 1 arsenic per ore. There we go. It's processing. Okay, so next problem. UHPICs. A whole bunch of them. It's just an upgrade to HPIC with Naquadah and more indium gallium phosphide. We're going to need a stack, so we need 32 wafers. So 32 of these. This should be 32. And then we do this, and this. Next problem, LUV superconductor. Indium, tin, barium, titanium cuprate. Which is this? And to be honest, we can do this. None of these are that rare. But we're actually going to need a ton of this wire, because look at these. The superconducting coils. Oh no! 32 2x wire, plus some niobium titanium, and 24 trinium per one. And you want to know how many we need. 1 for the controller, 4 for the structure, and 24 more for the casing. That is absurd. So 29 coils in total, times 24. It's like 700 trinium. We barely don't have enough if this is all burned. So we do need to order another micromission, or 2. I'll do that later though. And that's about it. These are easy. The neutron reflectors. Also energy hatches. I guess we don't have those. I'll get it scanning, I suppose. It's just an IV energy hatch. There we go. And we should also encode this. We should be fine. We need to make these though. It's just samarium and osmiridium. There we go. In the hatch it goes. And we do need 16. So more HPICs and the coils. Okay, easy. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so I think I'll do the blast furnace stuff first. So these 2 superconductors and osmiridium. So 3 mixers. I'm just doing it IV. Oh wait, osmiridium is LUV. Same with this one. Think this one's IV though. Yes. So we'll do this one then. Samarium, iron, arsenic. And also, oxygen. Circuit 4. Yay. Into a drawer. 1 stack. So I guess the other 2 we do LUV. Okie dokie. We're missing a new rotor. Rhodium plated lumium palladium. We have tons of this. It's the material of the hull, so we have like 1,000. There we go. 2 LUV mixers. Wasn't too bad. So osmium, iridium. 1 to 3. And request them. Yay. And we'll do a stack. Again. And next thing is this. Indium, tin, barium, titanium, copper. Plus oxygen. And that makes indium, tin, barium, titanium cuprate. Rolls off the tongue. And again a stack. Okay, so now we need to burn these 2. Plus this one. For the samarium iron arsenic, I'll do it over here. It's an EV recipe, actually. So here's plenty fast. The other 2 I might do here. Yeah, they need to be LUV. This one IV, but it's fine. It needs Naquadah coils, so I'll make 20 more for these 2. The samarium doesn't need to be. I might use RTM or something. Oh no, HSSG. Okay, that's fine. So 3 more blast furnaces. You've seen me do this enough, so I'll try and be as quick as possible. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. We're just waiting on the coils. They'll take like 20 minutes. It's so annoying. Yeah, 35 seconds per one. And we need 20. So yeah. I did set them up quite quickly though. Like 15 minutes. We have the samarium iron arsenic over here. Also osmiridium. And the weird thing. Indium, tin, barium, titanium cuprate. They're ready to go. We're buffering 256 of this one. We really don't need that many. And I don't think much osmiridium. So 256. As for this one, indium, tin, barium, titanium cuprate, we need so much. I'll do like 1,000. It's 32 ingots per coil. So yeah, we need like 900. Okay, so moving on to next problem, while the coils are cooking. Plutonium 241. We need another reactor. Same thing as these ones, I imagine. And I wanted to do LEU 235. We're just missing 238 as like an ingot. So I guess I'll just furnace it, like over here. There we go. I'll just do a full draw. It's fine. We have 4,000, which is pretty decent. Okay, so we'll craft the fuel right here. We'll just use a limited item filter from the interface. So 238 and 235. 8 to 1. There we go. Ta-da! LEU 235. I might want some sort of level emitter, so we always have a little bit of uranium, and it doesn't use it all. How about we do this, and have this on redstone on, and we want 238 dust, at least 1,000. There we go. I think that works. Okay, reactor time. By the way, the cores are done. Yippee. And now we're making these two. Not too slow, to be honest. I'm glad this one's fast. Ish. 17 seconds. Because we need like 1,000. So we have osmiridium. And indium, tin, titanium, whatever. Thank you, Quest. Okay, back to the reactor. I kind of forgot the cell number. So I'm guessing. There we go. I miscounted. By 3. There we go. So we need to do this garbage again. Converter, P2P, also on here, to collect the power. Add as output for this one, and add as input for this one. So draw controller, crafter, draw, and a centrifuge, and 4 compacting drawers, and a legendary slope. So interface to supply the fuel, storage bus on the draw controller, LEU 235. There we go. Extract on brown into this drawer. Might as well turn it on. It should be fine. There we go. And conveyor. Yay! So we have 238, Neptunium 237, Plutonium 239, and Plutonium 241, which is what we wanted. Okay, great. We already have enough, I think. It's literally just a double plate, which is like 2. So that's funny. Now we can do this design again, on this side. I don't think we need any more reactors. I'm hoping. There we go. Awesome. It looks better now, with more reactors. Okay, so what else are we missing? Probably these, the UHPICs. We still need to do this. I forgot about this. This step is easy. We just need an LUV chemical reactor, or this step. There we go. Here's all the PICs, by the way. There's the LUV reactor. I'll do the liquid myself, but we can automatically insert this, just like we're doing up here. Just a stack. There we go. So we can make the green ones. Just vanadium gallium, and this. And for 32 of these, we just melt 2 stacks of Naquadah. Okay, bit expensive, but honestly not terrible. How about let's not do it HV? That's going to take forever. IV. There we go. That should be a lot faster. Also, why is it green? That's interesting. There we go. That is tolerable. Okay, cool. We're just waiting on these. It will be like half an hour. Great. And this will also be half an hour. Everything takes so long. Okay, that's these basically done. How about we try do the energy hatches? 16. We're missing HPICs. 22. So that's 11 more wafers. That's okay. I'll add a few more to this. Yay. That took a while. Let's do the coils. So 16 of these. And 16 times 16 osmiridium. Bind wire. Only half a stack. Good. Oh wait. This is the wrong thing. I need normal magnetic samarium, not the long rods. There we go. Now we can make the energy hatches. Yes. Oh wait. Do you need 2? Why? Okay. Double this. But we can make them. We're just waiting for this. And these. So that's great. Okay, I'm back. I've been AFK for ages. I've been editing a lot. We're up to buffer on everything, and we've even run out of Trinium. It's very almost enough, so I requested another 4 tier 5s, and they're over here. There we go. So that should be a bunch more Naquadah, and more importantly Trinium. It's like 10 more, maybe 20 more, so we're so close. Okay, so let's attempt fusion. We'll start with the controller. 1 coil, for now. I'll make the other 28 later. 32 of this, 32 Neobium Titanium, and 24 Trinium. That should be doable. Also 4 ZPM. We have 1. So 3 more. Quite fine. These are also done, by the way, the yellow wafers. We do need an LUV cutting saw though, and we're just missing a weird buzzsaw. Okay. Now we can make it. The Trinium's done. So we can make 1 coil out of 29. Oh dear. Also these are done. All the energy hatches. Double Plutonium 241 and double Osmiridium. Should be easy. There we go. 2 IV field generators. This should be fine actually. This is what the Samarium was for. This weird ingot. Also this is done. The cutting machine. And we can order the field generators. And we input lubricant. There we go. So we can cut these. Yay. Those might be a bit. Oh well. Field generators are done. That's great. Also the circuits. ZPM. And in addition, some more of this superconductor. 32. 1x wire. Okie dokie. Not too bad. Also 1 extra. We need to scan it for the recipe. So I'll get that going. And we can just encode it. Probably. There we go. This is just so we don't have to do it manually. And we might want more in the future. So we're just missing these things. They're in the middle of cutting at the moment. And the recipe is done. Slap it in here. I probably will remove that for space. It's not something we craft a lot at all. Okay, so controller basically done. That's very nice. How about we do the ULV hatches? The minimum is 2 and 1, but they replace the fusion casing, which is absurdly expensive. So it's actually cheaper to use the max number of hatches. So 16 of each. I'm not making more of this. So 16 input. Oh wait, the hatches. I'm stupid. It made all but 1. Oh well. So output hatch and input. 16 of each. Cool. There we go. Easy peasy. Now we need the 16 energy hatches. We should be able to do this. Oh yeah. They're over here. But yes we can. Brilliant. They do need a fluid though. Sodium potassium. That's okay. We've already automated that. There we go. And this should start crafting soon. There we go. Beautiful as always. Okay, so I imagine we should get this out the way. The superconducting coil block. We've made 1. So there's 28 left. 24 for the casing. And 4 for this. So 32 times 28 of these. Should be easy. And 24 times 28 of Trinium. As a liquid. Which might take forever to melt. Yeah, it's 672. Which is 10.5 stacks. God, this might take forever. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to this. So 10 stacks and a half. We're left with 17. But we do have like a few hundred more as dust. So don't worry. And time to melt it all. What's 4 times 672? 2,600 seconds. Great. Okay, it's not that bad. 45 minutes. Not even 1 hour. Pathetic. We've dealt with worse. We do need a drum though. Or some sort of tank that can hold it. Is a super tank fine? I hope it can handle it. It's 7,000 Kelvin. So none of the drums work. Okay, good. This works. Also, the energy hatches are done. Lovely. I might as well get these going. We should have enough. 32 times 28. Yes, 800. Okay, and same amount of this. Okay, so that's the coils done. And we do get better recipes in the future, but we're not quite there yet. We have to do this one. Okay, so fusion casing is the next thing. We need 48. So 24 of everything here. Let's do the casing first. Not even 200 ingots. We also need pumps. 24 LUV. Okay, we can do it. It's quite a lot of stuff, I must admit. 1000 rhodite wire. That's a lot of rhodite. 200. Also these two are done. 896 of both. We can fill this up. There we go. So we're just missing the trinium. It's on its way. It also should be finished quite quickly. Only 5 seconds per one. Okay, back to this. Tungsten steel. 6 times 24. There we go. And now we just have to worry about this. Iridium neutron reflector. This should be fine. We have both of these. And this is just a furnace. From the dust. So 24 times everything here. What is this? 12 stacks of tin alloy. As a liquid. Bruh. How mean. I guess we can melt that later. Might as well just automate this. It's probably useful. Not really, actually. I'll just batch it. It's probably fine. So 32 times 24. Not even bad. That's fine. I'll order this stuff too. Wow. That was quick. It might be fast enough in here. HV. Yeah, plenty fast. Awesome. So now we can make these. The plates are finished already. I think. Yes, they are. Okay, things are coming together. Maybe. Trinium is almost halfway, so that's good. The UHPICs are done. That's nice. Also the pumps. I'm pretty sure we can make the controller now. Yeah, we can. Let's go for it. Oh yeah. Niobium titanium. Okie dokie. Both of the extractors are in use though. There we go. Yay! It's going. I can't wait. Fusion is almost here. And it's done. Cool. No quest yet. Okay, I will assemble everything here. We've done this much. We've just got these two to deal with. And we're going to need an LUV assembler in the clean room. That should be fine. Yes. And we just filter in PBI. And it should work. And we're also going to need fusion glass. 31. You can also use casing, but it's expensive. Fusion glass is just this. The only expensive part is more of these. It's 2 per 1, and we need 31. So an additional stack. Ugh. That's annoying. But it is doable. So more rhodite, more beryllium, and more tungsten carbide. That was expensive. And we're going to need more tin alloy. 32 times 64. Bruh. Okay. 2000 ingots. Cool. I'm having fun. I am actually. I like that it's kind of a grind. I think fusion should be, because it's so cool. Also I think I messed up the recipe for the robot arm. I somehow deleted the cable. Yeah, I did. How on earth did I do that? It was probably when I was replacing these, when I got the better circuits. There we go. I'm not sure how that happened. Oh wait, I know. I might have used the old terminal, not the extended one, so this got cut off. I see. I was so confused. I hope nothing else broke from that. This is so much tin alloy. Did I miscount? It should be right, I think. Half a stack per one, and we need a stack and 24. So yeah, it's like 40 odd stacks, or something. Let me restart this. It's a bit confused. There we go. That was weird. So we can put this here, filter PBI, and request it. There we go. So now we can make fusion casing, and fusion glass. We might as well make a recipe, just to make it easier. So this, and this. And we're just missing Naquadah plates. So if you want the casing, we're just missing these two, which we're waiting for, with both this, and Trinium, which is so close to finishing. We can swap to this one, once it's finished, for the tin alloy, and it should finish a lot quicker. And finished. I went to get a cup of tea. Perfect timing. Okay, so superconductor coil time. Awesome. It should be 28. Let's switch this to the faster one, while we're waiting. That's a lot quicker. 4 per second. And the coils are about to finish. 28. How expensive. So 4 go in the structure. And the rest get made into casing. We're just missing the reflectors now, so we can prep this assembling machine. There we go. We just need the liquid. I don't think we'll have to wait for long. Look at this. A couple minutes, maybe. How about we build a little? I want it over here. Somewhere. Let's do a little bit of a pathway, instead of doing it here. It's about exactly a chunk, the size, so I want a little more space. So this chunk, and we'll have a ring of a walkway around it. There we go, that will be the chunk. I will decorate it, don't worry. How is the liquid doing? Done. Great. Make the reflectors, please. Yay. 13 seconds per one, and we're making like a stack and a half. I don't know how long that is, but we've got building to do anyway. I think I want it on legs, like the reactors. They looked cool. Or maybe in the air. I really like this design, where it goes up and down to reach the top and bottom. So I really want to do that. I'm just not sure how. So this is the shape of the fusion reactor. Excuse the cobblestone, please. I'm just trying to work this out. Is this good? And we can do this. Maybe. I really want it to be expandable upwards though, so we can add fusion on top of each other. Maybe this bit can go up, so we can extend this. This looks stupid. I can't build. I kind of like this shape though, if we remove this, where it goes like that. How about a square? Like this? I don't know about this. How about not this bottom one? And we just connect it on top. Like this. And we can have some sort of bottom brace. And maybe some feet. To either side. Like that? There we go. Yeah, this is good. I like this. Yeah, there we go. I'm glad I sorted that out. I was wondering how to decorate it. No more cobblestone. We will just have 2 more of these. Over there. And there. Ta-da! This looks cool. And this is done now. A stack and 24. So now we can make 48 casing. Lovely. And it's working. There we go. Nice and quick. And 31 glass. Not even expensive. Apart from this. So let's cable over there. It's a bit of a trek. There we go. Yeah, it's done. Quest? Nice. Oh my god. That was a grind. And a half. We don't even really need it. I just wanted to do it for fun. We do need it eventually, I suppose. Okay, time to build it. We'll do layer by layer. So first layer is a bunch of casing. And input hatches. I think it starts out here. So like this. There we go. And second layer, a bunch of glass. And output hatches. As well as energy hatches. With the 4 coils in the corners. Also the controller. Coils go here. I'm pretty sure. With energy hatches around. This is really hard to build. You can't build off anything. Look at this. Nothing's connected. More cobblestone, I suppose. Okay, only the top layer remains. And it's the same as the bottom, basically. So casing, and the other hatches. Yay, it forms. Isn't it beautiful? This looks awesome. This sightline. Okay, great. Let's plug everything in. I'm not sure how much power I need. I might just plug in the inside ones. For now. Yeah, I think it's fine. So I'll plug in these 8 on the inside. So converter, 4 of them, and P2Ps for power. And signalum wire. There we go. I'm not sure why it's like that. Maybe the buffers are huge, and the reactor was drained. I don't know. Okay, so let's get fusing to end the episode. Europium, which is neodymium plus hydrogen. Seems simple enough. Let's do a stack. Everything needs to be a liquid. I'm not sure about the hydrogen. Maybe this is enough. 256 buckets. Because we have so many hatches, it might be a bit weird, but I guess we'll find out. So input hydrogen. There we go. And neodymium. Whoa! This looks amazing. Is there anything I should be worried about? Like explosions? I don't know. But look at this. Sweet, sweet blue. Europium. And we can just turn it into the ingot straight away. There we go. Europium. Yay! Fusion. It looks so cool. It is quite a lot of power. Look at this. But to be honest, it was doing that before, with all those blast furnaces on. Super exciting. So I think it's time to end. What a grind today, I must say. I honestly didn't expect to get this, but we have fusion now. Huzzah. I have no idea what's next, but I guess we'll find out. So as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.